All right, good evening to you from the Storm Alert Weather Center. We're talking about the tornado alert. We're talking about the tornado alert from Early Alert Technologies, and I want to get right down to the nuts and bolts of things and tell you about this product. We've had a tremendous amount of interest in this. First of all, here is the device, and if you can't see it that well, we'll show you what it looks like here in the video. The tornado alert from Early Alert Technologies. It's one of the greatest things that I have seen in severe weather warning devices. This is a device that is 90% accurate. It will warn you 30 miles ahead of severe weather, and it will show you the severe thunderstorms, the tornado risk, and the tornado. Tornado risk is basically when there's a possible tornado forming within a particular thunderstorm. This is called the Tornado Alert, and they're going to be available from the Ace Hardware store in Russell Springs. Now, here's the thing. I've worked with them and finally gotten them on board. They're going to start out with 10 units. Now, this is no means saying that that's all there's going to be. They'll be happy to sell you as many as you would wish. But we're going to start off with 10 to see how the interest is. My suggestion is to reserve yours. Go by and talk to them. Say, hey, I want one. And to make sure that, if you pay for it, you can work all that out with Brandon and all the people at Ace Hardware, whether they want to do a pre-sale or what. But if you want to reserve one, go by and talk to him. Put your name on the list. We have 10. That way, if he sells those, then possibly he can get 10 more very soon and just continue the process. That way, people can get them. If we know what your intent is, there's only going to be 10 ordered to start off with, and then we'll see what the interest is. Then you can buy additional units. But by no means is this a once in a lifetime thing. It's you'll be able to purchase those, and they're going to be around $60. Around $60. A little bit more than what you would pay for a NOAA weather radio. But my friends, I want to tell you, if I had to do away with my phone apps, the radar, NOAA weather radio, and use one thing for personal protection during severe weather, it would be this device. Now, this is not to say to throw away your NOAA weather radio or get rid of anything. It's not replacing anything. It's simply another avenue of warning during severe weather. Keep in mind, 50 to 75% of the warnings that we receive in this area are false. And it's not because the Weather Service is stupid or they don't know what they're talking about. The technology does not allow the radar to reach us sufficiently. And they basically, due to technology, they don't know what's going on in this part of the country. That is a noted fact. We've talked about that before. So, folks, this is the real deal. It is based on lightning within a thunderstorm. I've done the research for a little over a year. I've had my tornado alert. I have seen it work. The first event was a tornado in Metcalfe County. I had a tornado alert signal on this between 15 and 20 minutes before the Weather Service issued a tornado warning. And, as far as compensation, This old boy is not making anything off of it. I'm simply promoting something that I know that works because I want to see everybody have a reliable source for severe weather alerts and warnings. Again, we're not asking anybody to replace anything or to throw your weather radio away or unplug it or turn it off. We're not asking for that. Another means of having some type of weather alerts available. Now, where are they? Where are they going to be seen? Where are they going to be sold? Ace Hardware in Russell Springs. Ace Hardware in Russell Springs is the go-to place for the tornado alert, and we would encourage you to go by and talk to them and say, "Hey, we want the tornado alert." They're going to order them, get in contact with the production person, and they should have them within a reasonable amount of time. You need to reserve yours today, and that way they'll know to get more. There's not a limit on them. They're starting out with 10, and then we'll go from there. I want to tell you, I am a firm believer in this device. And if I thought for one moment that it was not the ultimate in severe weather alerts, I wouldn't be sharing it. There are some people who say it's snake oil, that it is fake, false. That it's not what it claims to be, and that's fine. But this is the real deal. How does it operate? It monitors the lightning and the electronic activity within a thunderstorm. It needs to sit next to a window. It can't be near computers and monitors and a lot of things like that. It won't work. Once it goes through the setup and it says no threats, then you're good to go. That's the only thing. I'm going to go back on to the computer, and we're going to look at the see if we have any questions. I've had several questions about how much they are. They're going to be around $60. $60 is, how does it work? Joyce, I think I've explained that already, and I say that in a good way. It's based on lightning. It will show you the threats, whether it be lightning. It will not alarm for lightning. It will show you a non-severe storm. It will alert for a severe storm. It will alert for a tornado risk and a tornado. Joyce says she wants want a couple. All right, you go to Ace Hardware and put in your order and let them know that you're interested. David, I wanted a retail place for people to purchase these. And the reason being, sometimes you get into a thing that I personally sold it, and if you don't like it, you're going to take it out on me personally. But I'm a firm believer in it. I am a firm believer in this product. Let's see. How does it work? Yeah, there is a battery backup in the back of the unit. Right there's the battery backup. It does have a spot for your regular AC current. You can hook up an auxiliary warning device to it, which I plan to do. It has a 90 decibel alarm that goes off when there's a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning. And this is the real deal. see if we have any more comments that are coming in. We do have several people asking questions about it. And folks, the thing about this is it's portable. I'm looking here. For some reason, I have 15 comments and I can only see 4 of them for whatever the reason is. But anyway, sometimes I hate Facebook, but it is a way to get the word out for people. If you are interested in this, the go-to place for the tornado alert is Ace Hardware in Russell Springs. They're going to be the place that has them and will be available to you in this part of the state. You can also, if you don't want to go to Ace Hardware, you can also order those online. They're about $60. Some places, I think Walmart.com have them like at $60, $62 plus shipping. There's some other areas that have them for like $100, but you don't have to pay that much for them. Check out the folks at Ace Hardware. You're helping out a local guy, and you're helping out yourself with a good product. Now, I wish we had these available as we look at the possibility of severe weather coming up for Wednesday across the area. Still watching some of the weather models and to see what exactly we have in store, but it's likely that we could see severe weather on Wednesday. Already have a slight risk of severe weather for midweek. All right, I don't think if we have any more questions coming in. Like I said, all I can see is about 4 questions or 4 comments that have come out, and that's. But it says I have 15, but all I can see online is 4, and that is kind of frustrating to say the least. I'm going to go on my phone real quickly and see if it provides me any more information than what we have here as far as questions go. All right, let's see. Nope, I think that's all that I can see here as well. But I will promise you to go online and I will look at those individually. Hopefully, it will allow me after it's over with to do so. And then I will answer each one of those individually tonight. But go by the folks at Ace Hardware in Russell Springs on Highway 80 and tell them you're interested in the tornado alert. And I'm sure that Brandon didn't say this, but I am sure that if you wanted to do a pre-sale, I'm sure that he would do that. And then when he makes that first order, he may buy 20 if he has cash in hand and everything, because we want to make it a good event for him and for us as well, and for you. So if you want to go in and take care of that and tell them, hey, I want a tornado alert and set that up, I'm sure he'll be willing to do that. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and again, this is a mission to keep people safe and informed. And one of the things that I always say is, and this is kind of a motto of mine, I've used it a few times on the social media platform, is when the storm clouds have passed and devastation is around us, may the loss of life be none and everybody be accounted for. And you may think, well, this, a tornado's not going to hit here. It always hits Adair County, or it always hits Metcalfe County, or it goes to Laurel County and touches down It's a matter of time, folks. It may not be this year. It's a matter of time until the towns and the cities and the communities that we know it are going to be dramatically changed. And if you look at some of the videos that's come out west, even up around Dayton, Ohio, it's totally devastation. And I don't think that we have the infrastructure set up enough to handle a major event here. At no fault to anybody, but I don't think that we're prepared for that. I don't think we're ready for Mother Nature to paint on the canvas in Russell Springs, Kentucky, or Adair County, Kentucky, or Casey County. I don't think we're ready for her to drop a tornado of any magnitude on our region. And with that being said, we hear NOAA weather radio go off all the time. Now, you guys think about it, and I'm going to leave it with you here in just a second, but you think about how many times your NOAA weather radio goes off, and it says we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Russell County. And during the course of that warning, they say hail 1 inch in diameter, damaging thunderstorm winds at 65 miles an hour or greater. Expect damages to homes and to roofs and to outdoor trees and everything. And then when that warning expires, you realize the wind has blown maybe 20 miles an hour. We might have had pea-sized hail. And we don't have any damage. Well, that is another example of a false alarm. A lot of times we'll get a warning and it will say the same thing, and we will barely get a shower of rain. You all know what I'm talking about. With the tornado alert, that will be remedied. You'll have no repeated warnings. And real quickly, I will tell you, it takes a little bit of responsibility on the user. And what I'm saying is, if there's a tornado warning issue or a tornado concern based on the tornado alert, you'll see the tornado alert come up in the display, and then as it gets closer, you'll see the bars light up. And I want to show you the bars on that. And as it goes across the screen, it means it's closer. So if you see a tornado alert at the first bar, then you know that one is about 30 miles away. And it will be your responsibility to watch the tornado alert. As that storm gets closer, it updates every minute. And then to see if it remains a tornadic thunderstorm, if it lessens itself to say it's a warning, severe thunderstorm warning, or if it goes down to only lightning. And it will update every minute. So, but you won't hear it go off over and over and over. And the closer it is to you, the more bars you will see in the tornado alert device. We want to say a big thanks to a lot of people for okay, here we go. We're starting to get some questions now. See, how does the tornado alert tell from lightning data? And I will answer that question momentarily. The way the way I've been explained, and as I said, I have done the legwork and the investigation side of it, because I was skeptical at first. The way the tornado alert can differentiate these different types of storms, it's based on electrical energy within the thunderstorm, and it's a process of cloud to ground lightning, cloud-to-cloud lightning and black lightning. Black lightning is part of thunderstorms you can't see, and a lot of the technical applications of this are far above my head. The person responsible for making the tornado alert and designing it, who holds the patent, I am a friend of his. We email practically every day. I have seen testimonials. You can go on the website and read tornadoalert.com. You can read the testimonies and see what people tell you from that. There are some testimonies on Walmart.com, some on Amazon.com, but it's based upon lightning. And he was part of the engineers that working with NASA to put the first rocket on the moon, and I learned that from a friend of his who shared this information with me. Richard Carlisle's the man's name, and a very, very intelligent person. And he has been a great friend to me, and he's answered every question that I could possibly have. And it's just a great product. All right, let's see. All right, we have people saying that there's a lot of people commenting. I know we have several people that's tuned in tonight. Let's see how many is watching. 17 right now, and I'm sure people will pick up on this later on. The numbers will get even better as we make our way into the evening. But to finish out the video tonight, be sure you contact the guys at Ace Hardware in Russell Springs. Tell them you want a tornado alert device. Tell them you saw it on Facebook, and you'll be glad you did. The only thing I wish we had 3 or 4 units that we could sell, to get ready for the weather on Wednesday. That's not going to happen. I don't think we can get them here that quick. But this thing will sit quietly and do its thing and not disturb you until something happens. If you're a weather geek and you follow things like I do, a few nights ago we had a moderate thunderstorm move through, and it was a pulsating thunderstorm that would become stronger in nature, and then a little less. Then it would pulsate again and become a little less. And the tornado alert simply went from lightning to non-severe, lightning to non-severe. And I watched it on radar, but I knew what was happening beforehand because the tornado alert told me. I knew about it before the radar showed it. In fact, your average update time, a lot of times on radar is 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes. This will update every minute. So I knew that thunderstorm had a tendency to be a little strong, but I knew it was on the lower aspect of that because it kept going from lightning to non-severe. And I watched all that. And trust me, folks, I believe in it. If you have any questions, I believe I can go back after the broadcast is over with and answer those individually. And I promise you I will. It's going to be about $60, $60. And Ace Hardware in Russell Springs is the one that has it. They will be placing the order. They don't have any at this present time. They will be placing an order. and hopefully that you will find the need to purchase one. Go by and see them and just say, hey, I want a tornado alert. And the reason being, if you go by and place your order, and I'm sure, Brandon and me, we have not discussed going in and prepaying, but I'm sure you can. But if you do that, then that will allow him the incentive to buy more. And then that'll give other people an opportunity to do it as well. There's only going to be 10 ordered initially. That way we'll see how the sales go. It's a little bit expensive. It's about double what a weather radio will cost. But here's how I feel about it. If you're concerned about severe weather, you want information, I'm going to speak for myself. If I knew I couldn't get another one of these, I wouldn't take $5,000 for that. If I knew I couldn't get another one. That's how much I believe in it. Anyway, with that being said, I think it's time to end the broadcast and remind folks to contact the people up at Ace Hardware tomorrow. If you make a real good show, he'll buy more. He will get more. He will tell. He's there to help, and this is a great product. And we hope to hear from him. Here's some great responses. In fact, my plans are, as soon as they come in, to go up to Aces and to do a live remote from there, Facebook Live from Ace Hardware, and maybe we'll have some more interest in that. And remember, that's the only place local that you can go into the store and say, I want a tornado alert, and leave it within your hands. You don't have to buy it online. You'll be right there, and right there in your hand. You can see it, look at it, and be ready whenever you put your money down for it. You don't have to wait on it. So I want to take one more quick look at the Facebook page to see if we have any activity or any questions that I can answer now. Let's see. Nope, nothing here. I do have other questions that have come up, 22 of them, and I'm going to check those and respond back accordingly. We thank you for tuning in. We invite you to like and share the video and get the word out about the tornado alert that's going to be at the Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware in Russell Springs. Go by and see them. Tell them Daniel Wilson sent you. They're going to be placing the orders soon. And if we get pre-orders, we can go ahead and order the rest of them at that time. Thank you for joining us, and have a good evening.